You can be a good plumber and very, very successful. Maybe you will earn more than somebody with a university degree. These are the three cornerstones of a good life, I think.
We as men, we don't have value as a man in the society. We need to put our value with the effort that we put together.
Hello and welcome everybody. I'm in the heart of my city. I'm just going to interview some people from the street, especially older men, and ask them to give advice for me and generally for young people. So if you're into that, let's get right into this video and let's go. So how old are you?
67.
Do you think you have lived a good life?
Yes, it could be better, but it could be much worse.
Okay. And
So I'm happy with what I have, yes.
okay, very nice. And maybe you have some advice for your 20-year-old self. What would you have done differently?
Different, I would say. Advice in general, first of all, take good care of your health. Now it's really a big challenge. You have fast food everywhere, rubbish food.
Yes.
So that's the first thing you have to look at. It's your first thing. Second would be your education. If you have a poor education, you will be poor for the rest of your life until you have the skills that are different than the average people. And yes.
Would it be possible for you to elaborate more? What do you mean by poor education? Like, do you mean like, I don't know, university education or just middle school education or?
Maybe it doesn't have to be a university degree, but you have to have some skills and you have to develop them.
Yes.
You can be a good plumber and very, very successful. Maybe you will earn more than somebody with a university degree.
Yes, a very good point.
But it's just not without anything. You will be a gig worker who's earning just enough to survive.
Yeah.
That's something you have to avoid, I think.
And
And that's very important.
okay.
And then your relations, of course, this is the third point. You should have good relations, otherwise you will not be happy.
By relations, you mean like friends and family or like
Friend,
loved
family,
ones?
girlfriend, family, yes, it's very important. These are the three cornerstones of a good life, I think.
Okay. And maybe you have some advice regarding love for young people, because a lot of people seem lost on the internet and whatever.
Yes, avoid internet, I would say, and look for real things. Yes, that's another point. We are living in a virtual world now. It's not the real world. You should avoid it as much as possible.
Okay.
Throw away Facebook and all these things. You really don't need it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
So how old are you?
33 years old.
Do you think you have lived a good life so far?
Oh, very good, man. Very good, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm from Costa Rica. I'm here doing some work-related stuff, so my life has been pretty good. I mean, tough because I need to earn it, but it's fine.
Okay. And regarding earning and life in general, do you have any advice for your 20-year-old self or for a young man in general?
Men, for men in specific.
Yes, for
Work
young men.
as hard as you can during your 20s. It's the best way. I mean, we as men, we don't have value as a man in the society. We need to put our value with the effort that we put together. So, in order to succeed by yourself, you need to focus during your 20s in be successful. You need to work very hard. You need to earn as much money as you can, and then you can start living your life, starting your 30s. That is kind of what I learned in a nice and hard way, both.
Yes.
And it worked very well to me and to all my friends that are following the same recipe. It's basically work as hard as you can during your 20s and enjoy your 30s.
Okay, and also, if I could ask one more question, what do you think universities, traditional education in general, and all that stuff?
Man, I am from IT. I mean, I'm working on cybersecurity. So it is important at some point, but it won't be the thing that will set you to succeed. I mean, I have studied management, I have studied engineering, and I'm also studying psychology. And none of those things help me as much as the non-formal education, let's say IT certification, languages, and all these things that the market really need are what I think a great way to succeed. I mean, the careers are fine, and there are things that they are not meant to make money. I mean, philosophy, for example. It's something pretty cool that society needs philosophers.
Yes.
But we don't pay them. So that is something that can help you for yourself, but not necessary in society.
Okay.
Yeah, so society will ask you for things that the market is asking for, like IT, for example. I mean, there are a ton of things in IT that you don't need to have like a degree in order to succeed. So yeah, that are my 5 cents in the regards, man.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, man.
Have a great evening. Okay, so how old are you?
60 years old.
Do you think you have lived a good life so far?
Yes.
So what would be your one piece of advice for your 20-year-old self or for young men in general?
Follow your dream. You know, whatever it is that suits your fancy,
Yeah.
follow it. If it's biking, if it's skiing, if it's architecture, if it's music, follow your passion, because in the end, money comes and goes, and if you're good at what you do, you'll make money anyway.
Oh, okay. So, thank you.
No problem.
So, how old are you?
63.
Do you think you have lived a good life?
Yeah, sure.
What is the best piece of advice you have for your 20-year-old self or for a young man in general?
Just to try to live a good life.
And could you be more specific, like a bit more specific?
You know, depends, of course. Currently, mostly people focused on money, let's say.
Yeah.
Briefly, but I don't think that this is the main thing in our life. So you should try to find the features of the best life, of good life somewhere else. This is rather individual.
Oh, okay, it's a philosophical question. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this was it for today's video. We have gathered all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all the bombs we have found here. And basically, thank you for watching. See you on the mountaintop. Let me know what you think about this type of content. And maybe you have some questions which you can type in the comments. And see you in the next video.